Hey everyone, Cal here. First, thank you for over 200 subscribers. I honestly don't know how I've gotten there. I barely post, and when I do, it's just random stuff off the top of my head. So, thank you for even being here. I promised when I reached 200 that I would do bookshelf tour, and I have 3 bookshelves, so that's not going to be in one video. I will do my best to go through them pretty quickly, and there'll be 3 videos for one for each bookshelf. Hopefully, I don't just start rambling about my books. It may happen. If it does, I apologize. But you're watching the video, so it's your own fault for being here. Also, I want to apologize for the dust because I'm not good at cleaning, and I personally blame my grandpa because he named me. So the dust is his fault. Okay. So first, let's start off with my books right next to my bed. What about? Here are my books that I'm currently reading. Move the CDs out of the way. So first, I'm reading You Are Only Just Beginning by Morgan Harper Nichols. It is, of course, beautiful, like all her art is. Then I'm also reading The Letters of J.R.R. Tolkien, the revised and expanded edition. It is so good. So there's that. I haven't picked out my next book that I'm going to be reading yet. So there's 3 here, but I haven't done that yet because I just finished my other book yesterday. And then I have, of course, Wingfeather right here. The 3rd book is with my mom because she's going to be reading that soon. So that's why it's missing. Then over here, I have all of my S.D. Smith books, all of Green Ember and the first Jack Zulu. I'm still missing his last 3 books that he wrote, but I will get there soon enough. Over here, I have a C.S. Lewis collection. I have multiples of some of these in the other section, but these are some of them. On my bed, I have some more books that don't fit on my bookshelf because, like a normal book hoarder, you have too many books. So I have 3 of my favorite childhood books right here. Little Raccoon in the Outside World, Owl at Home, and The Kissing Hand. These were 3 of my favorite books when I was a kid, and I want to read them again. Then I also have The Princess and the Goblin. I have The Problem of Pain. I plan on reading all of these really soon, but I haven't got there yet. Mockingjay. I know a lot of you love Hunger Games, and I need to read this one soon. I have The Road. I want to read this so badly. I have A Way of the Wild. Need to read that too. And I also have Otter by Catherine Applegate. I don't have the dust jacket because I got it at a thrift store. So now for the actual bookshelf. So my bookshelves are in a somewhat of an order. So right here at the top is mainly Tolkien, Lewis, and Andrew Peterson with a couple extras. Down here is all books that I have read, and then at the bottom are big books that didn't fit anywhere else. So over here, I have, I'll take them out. I have The Dark Tower and Other Stories by C.S. Lewis. I have Readings for Meditation and Reflection by C.S. Lewis. I have, ignore that. I have Till We Have Faces. I know this is really popular. Most people consider this his best book. I haven't read it yet because I just want to read a bit more of his nonfiction work before I tackle this. I have over here, there's Mere Christianity, Surprised by Joy, and A Grief Observed. I have read all 3 of those. Over here, I have A Family Guide to Narnia, Biblical Truths of C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia. This is a really good book, going through all of the biblical references in each chapter of Narnia. It is a very cool thing to read. Then I have the Space Trilogy. I wasn't too big of a fan of it. I preferred the first book out of all 3 of them, but maybe when I'm older and I reread it again, maybe I'll understand it a bit more. But yeah, it was okay. Then there is Companion to Narnia, Revised and Expanded. This was also really cool to read. There's a few essays in here that detail that go through some of Tolkien, not Tolkien, wow, my brain. Some of Lewis's works. It's a really cool read. Then I have, I have a Chronicles of Narnia, all of them in one book. I got this from my brother. Technically, I kind of stole it, but I also kind of asked him, but that was during his rebellious phase, so if he wants it back, oh well, it's mine now. Move that over. I have a whole bunch of other things sitting here, bookmarks and art that I got at the fair. Yeah. Well, then here is... let me take this out real quickly. Yeah. Here we go. I have a Christian Family Guide to the Chronicles of Narnia called Roar. It's a pretty good book. There's also a few different article writings in here about different aspects that it's really interesting to read. Here we go. I apologize for how crazy this video is, but I am not very good at making videos, so this is what you get. A whole bunch of bookmarks. Over here is the Chronicles of Narnia Behind the Wardrobe, the official guide to Narnia. I have actually not fully read this because I kind of forget that I have it because it's buried at the bottom. But yeah, that's there. What else do I got here? Now moving over towards some more Tolkien, I have The Fall of Numenor. This is so beautiful. It's probably one of my favorite visually looking books. I love it. I love Alan Lee's illustrations inside. His art is just gorgeous. Love that. I have The Children of Hurin. Not my favorite Tolkien story, but again, Alan Lee's illustrations are the best, so that is like that's for my opinion, that's the best part of the whole book. Then I have Roverandom. This is easily one of the most underrated books of all time. It is so good. Like, if you love The Hobbit and the whimsical, childlike fairy tale-ness, this is the perfect thing to read next. It is so good. It's not very long, but it's amazing. I love it. Now, I'll have to clean up all this at the floor in a minute. Over here, I have Unfinished Tales. I haven't read it yet. I have Book of Lost Tales number 2. I have number 1, and we'll get to that in a second. It's just a bigger book, so it's not on the side here. I have The Rough Guide to the Lord of the Rings. It's just something that I found at a book sale, so it looks interesting about the movies and the books, so I should read it soon. Haven't got there yet, like so many things. The Silmarillion, love this book. I read it in just like a month. It is so good. I don't know why everybody said it's so hard to read. I mean, except for what's the chapter called? What is the chapter called? Oh, A Beleriand and Its Realms. That one is a bit hard to read because it's mainly just going over like the map and where everything is. That one's a bit hard to read, but the rest of it is just so fascinating. It's not that hard. People need to not stop saying it's so hard. Then back here, I have a whole bunch of different copies of the Chronicles of Narnia. Yeah, I'm not obsessed. No, totally not obsessed. And then in the front here, I have a couple books that I can't fit anywhere else at the moment. So I have Pax, which I just finished yesterday. And then I have Rich Mullins and Arrow Pointing to Heaven. Really great book about a great guy. Over here, I have The Magical Worlds of Lord of the Rings. I haven't read it yet, but again, saw it at a thrift store. It's about Tolkien. Why not? Of course you gotta buy it. Then I have a first edition of the Book of Lost Tales Part 1. Really cool. And then I have some more Andrew Peterson. I've got Pembroke's Creaturepedia. I have A Ranger's Guide to Glipwood Forest. Then I have the 2023 paperback of On the Edge of Dark Sea of Darkness. I have Adorning the Dark and The God of the Garden. Both are really great books. Then I have an original edition of On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness and Wing Further Tales, and I have the recent hardcover of Wing Further Tales. Now, and then over here, I have another copy of the Screw Tape Letters. I have another copy of The Abolition of Man. Haven't read it yet. Then I have even more copies of the Chronicles of Narnia. Again, I'm not obsessed. Just because this is my childhood love doesn't mean I'm obsessed. And as you can see, I have more copies of The Horseman's Boy than anything else, and that's because that's my favorite Narnia book. So, again, not obsessed. It's just my childhood. Not obsessed. Okay. And then, okay, so many books. Okay, here we go. Over here, I have some books I just recently read. Lizzie Bright and the Buckminster Boy and Rules. Both good books. Yeah. See if I can do this without having to edit it. Over here, I have two of my favorite Dr. Seuss books, Fox and Socks and Go Dog Go. Don't judge. Over here, I have the Complete Tolkien Companion. I haven't finished it yet, but it's just mainly like if you there's like a character that you like read about in a Tolkien book, and you're like, who is that? I'm trying to remember who that is. This is all in alphabetical order. You just look through it, and it gives you a little rundown about who they are or what they are. So like here's the different houses in Tolkien's world. It tells you which house is which. Or if you're confused at who Glorfindel is, it'll tell you in here who he is and what he's done. Just a brief excerpt. It's really cool. And also it's a great art cover on the front from Ted Naismith. Then I have Hidden Figures. I loved the movie, and I got the book. I haven't finished. I started like 2 years ago, and I still haven't finished it. But it is very interesting. There's a lot of history in here that I just did not know about, and it's a really good book so far. Here's it's not important, but here's the case for my Jeopardy calendar that I've been doing this year on my community posts. Here is a tub of popcorn from the Wingfeather premiere. Now, I did not go to the Wingfeather premiere in 2022. I just won this on a Instagram giveaway. So, and yes, the popcorn is still in there. Hold on, let me open it. Not opened, but since the popcorn is over 2 years old, I highly doubt that it'll taste good, so I'm just going to leave it in there. Hopefully it doesn't spoil. Then over here, I have my copy of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. This is like, if you don't own any copies of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, I highly suggest getting this specific box set here. These are gorgeous. I love the leather covering. They're really easy to hold in your hands. The writing is a little bit small, but they're just gorgeous, and they fit easily on a bookshelf. I highly recommend getting this copy if you don't have any. Over here, I have my Harry Potter collection. I know they're not in, it's not a one whole set that's different. Like, these 4 books match, but then this one doesn't match it at all, and then I got 2 hardcovers, but oh well. I mean, I found them at thrift store, so I'm not going to complain. And then next to it, I have the 3 Harry Potter small books, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Tales of Beedle the Bard, and Quidditch Through the Ages. That's fine. Here we go, hold on. Right here, I have The Sojourner. I love this book. It was so good. I think it's rare, because it was written back in like the, 40s, 50s, something like that. And it was never popular, but it is such a good book. If you can find this book, I highly recommend reading it. The main character, he is amazing. So, yeah. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Move, Harry. Move on, Harry. Come on. Come on. You and Hogwarts, you can move. There we go. Erg. Okay. Back here, I have The Wednesday Wars. Fantastic book. 100 Cupboards, My Father's Dragon, To Kill a Mockingbird. So good. Peace Like a River. Thank you so much to TW for recommending these 3 books to me, because they are amazing. So Brave, Young, and Handsome. Same author as Peace Like a River. It is such a good book. I also highly recommend it. Then here I have my Chris Grabenstein collection. Mr. Lemoncello and Island Dr. Libris. Good books. Back here, I have... Oh, this is a... ignore that. That's just a covering for one of the CDs I have. I have these are the 5 Ranged Apprentice books that I've already read. Good books. Sorry to TW, but I just did not like the third one that much. I have Bridge to Terabithia, The Boy Who Dared, about Helmut Hubner. I have The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, one of my favorite books of all time. The Tale of Despereaux, also a favorite book of all time. I have The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. As Sketcher knows, this is one of the best books as well. Then I have a book from Star Wars The Last Jedi about Rose and her sister Paige. I really like this book. I have The One and Only Ivan and The One and Only Bob. Good books. Over here I have Becoming Mrs. Lewis and Once Upon a Wardrobe by Patty Callahan. Also both really great books. Redwoods and Whales by Phil Joel from the Newsboys. This is a fantastic book as well. Watership Down, one of the best books of all time. The Princess Bride, one of the greatest of all time. Book and movie. Then over here, if I can get it out, I have the Song of Albion trilogy by Stephen R. Lawhead. This is just one of the most underrated trilogies ever. This is so good. I highly recommend it. Here we go. Then I have a book about Dietrich Bonhoeffer. This is a good book. I have the first book of the Dreamkeeper saga. It was good. I haven't read the rest yet. I have another copy of The Princess of the Goblin, but this one is literally falling apart. I bought it just so I could rescue it, because the pages are not at all attached to the book, as you can tell. So, yeah. I have that. And then over here, the rest is just VeggieTales, literally. So I have this small VeggieTale book. I have 2 devotional books here. I have Larry Boy and the Emperor of Envy. I have Larry Boy and the Attack of Outback Jack. I have Larry Boy Meets the Bubblegum Bandit. I have some hardcover books. Where's God When I'm Scared? Madame Blueberry Learns to Be Thankful. Count Your Blessings. Larry Learns to Listen. The VeggieTales Treasury. It's got, I think it's 7 stories in there. 7, I think. Maybe it's 6. Oh, 8. That's one on the cover. Guess I just looked. And then there is The Surprising Knight. Yeah, so that's all my VeggieTale books that I own. Actually, that's not true. There's another VeggieTale book that's down there. I'll get to that in just a minute. I got a lot of cleanup to do when I'm done. Down here, I have... hold on. This is such a mess. I have another copy of The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, a children's picture book. I also won this on an Instagram giveaway. Kind of forgot about it. I have I have this How to Draw Horses books. I kind of forgot about this. Don't tell Adwing that I have this. I hope she doesn't see this video, because then she will make me draw horses. So, don't watch this video, Adwing. I have a Bugs Bunny little magazine thing that my mom had, and I just kept it in my room. I don't know why, but I have it. What else is down here? I have a book on wolves, because wolves are awesome. I have a whole bunch of... Oops. I have a whole bunch of Lego instruction books for my Lego sets up there. I can show you that in a minute. What else is down here? I have Diary of a Worm. I love this book as a kid. My sister and I loved Diary of a Worm. I have some more of the Kissing Hand series. Chester Raccoon and the Big Bad Bully. Here is Chester Raccoon and the Acorn Full of Memories. I also have another raccoon children's book, if I could. I don't remember this one that much. But another love as a kid. I Love You, Stinky Face. This was, of all the children's books as a kid, this was my absolute favorite. My mother read this to me like almost every day. Yeah. Such a good book. So many memories. I have The Very Hungry Caterpillar, one of the best classics of all time. So good. Okay, and then I'm not going to take these out. There's a book of all different Beatrix Potter tales. I have a National Geographic book about the 50 states, and then I have a big collection of Dr. Seuss books. And then over here, I have a bear and moose salt and pepper shaker. They're just adorable. I have a little treasure chest of different little animal statues. Yeah. Move that out of the way. Down here, what do I put down here? Down here I have a Winnie the Pooh book from A.E. Milne. I have the Father Christmas letters from J.R.R. Tolkien. I will read this Christmas, stars. Don't worry. I have a Hobbit Companion by David Day. I know he's not the most respected Tolkien scholar. A lot of people complain about him, but it has some cool art, so it was only a couple dollars. Not going to pass that up. Then I have 3 different magazines for the Lord of the Rings that I got for its 20th anniversary for the movies. I haven't finished this one yet because I kind of forgot I had it, but I've read both of the other 2. Then I have a Scrabble official dictionary because you cannot play Scrabble without having an actual dictionary on hand. My dog ate the corner when we first got him, so yeah, wasn't happy then. I have another vegetable book, Bible Mania. I kind of forgot that I put it in the wrong section. And then I have a Snoopy collection down there. And that's everything for the first bookshelf. As you can see, I have 2 more that I will get to in another video. But right now I have to go clean up the bookshelf that I just destroyed. So, oh, right. Here's my Lego collection. This is all I have. Yeah. So there you go. That's it for this video. Come back if you want to see the other 2. Goodbye.